Hello everyone, dear investors. Today I'm at the developer Sobha Realty and I want to show you and most importantly prove why luxury can be accessible to everyone and you don't need to make large investments.
Let's imagine we're buying a one-bedroom apartment for $320,000. Won't it be worth $430,000 to $440,000 when we get the keys? In 2028, when the huge community is ready and you have a property with a sea view right on White Beach, overlooking the podium, I think you won't even want to sell it for $420,000 because it will be a really great investment.
Sobha Siniya Island is a new exclusive project by Sobha Group, located on Siniya Island in the Emirate of al-Quwain. The project offers luxurious 4-bedroom, 5-bedroom, and 6-bedroom villas, as well as apartments, duplexes, and mansions. The properties on Siniya Island offer a unique chance to enjoy modern comfort while being surrounded by untouched nature. It's the perfect choice for living and investing. Earlier, I made a video review of this project, but now some information has been updated, so I decided to re-record the video to give you friends a clear understanding of what we can currently acquire in this project. And friends, we are expecting the sales launch for new phases in a week. So, dear investors, stay with me today. There will be a lot of interesting things, and I will try to convey the atmosphere of our project to you. So, let's take a walk through and explore in detail our project layout for the beautiful and luxurious Blue Island. I'll show you, dear investors, which houses have indeed sold out, and I'll also show the villas that have truly sold and what we absolutely have available, so you have an understanding of what we're currently waiting for. So look, here we have the entrance to the properties that are part of our exclusive real estate portfolio for you to consider as potential investments in the future. Right from here, we have a bridge going over. We drive right in on the road. It's very convenient, and right now this line of houses is for sale. The phase consists of 3 houses, which means it is very interesting to buy. In the central houses, we now took our investors with a view of the podium, the pool. Over here, in this direction, the villas are going to have some really great openings. We've already completed 4 phases. Here is the first phase, the second phase, the third phase, and the fourth phase. These houses already sold out. And right now, dear investors, we are waiting for the 5th phase. But I want to note, most importantly, is that when we sold the first house and the second, the house sold out in about a week or a week and a half. And so that you have an understanding, now the project is gaining huge popularity, and the last house sold out in exactly half a day. That's why I decided to record this video in advance, because the 5th phase will be launching soon, in about a week. It might even be a little earlier, so that you, dear investors, are already prepared. I've been getting messages, and we've already chosen the type of property that interests you, maybe a little earlier, so that you, dear investors, are already prepared. I've received messages, and we've already chosen the type of property that interests you. So the 5th phase is about to be launched, so pay attention here on the layout. It shows 2 houses, but there might also be 3. For now, this isn't exact information. What makes this house interesting for us? First of all, we have a plot for a park and an additional area for the beach. If you notice, there's not much distance here, which is a plus. This means that we'll have views opening up not just over this entire beautiful beach promenade, but also over the whole area that will be shown here, all the way to the marina for yachts and so on. There will be really nice lighting. Now let's take a look at the prices. A 1-bedroom apartment will be around 1.2 million dirhams. Here's the layout. We'll also be selecting the coolest, most scenic 1-bedroom apartments with views of the podium and the sea. Here's a 2-bedroom apartment. It costs around 1.5 million dirhams. You can also look for options with a view, with views of the podium and the sea. A 3-bedroom apartment starts at $750,000, again, depending on the request. Here's a rough layout. Prices vary depending on the floor, the view, it all depends. There are also some really cool duplexes in the project. I believe this is one of the most investment attractive properties in this project. We have both 2-bedroom duplexes and 3-bedroom duplexes available. A 3-bedroom will be around 4,300,000 dirhams. Again, it all is dependent on the location, which means that it could be, for instance, a corner duplex or a central one, such as a central one. We're expecting prices to be around that. The developer might raise the prices a little bit. The villas here, we had the first phase of construction right here. Please pay attention. So, the 4-bedroom villas are located right by the lagoon. They don't have their own beach access. And the 5-bedroom and 6-bedroom villas, that's this line here, they have their own beach access and also their own private pool. The 4-bedroom villas also have their own pools. We have very few left here. Now let me show you the second phase, the villa construction. We also have 5-bedroom, 6-bedroom villas available here. It's a really great offer that will be the perfect investment for you, dear investors. In terms of price, the 4-bedroom villas start at 10.5 million dirhams. Now I'll show you the layout. They are about 480 square meters for the villas themselves, and the plot is about 550 square meters. What's important is that the plot is about 20% larger than the villa itself. This is a very important point. 5-bedroom villas start at 17 million dirhams. Again, it all depends on the location. There are 5-bedroom villas for 18, 19 and a bit more for the corner ones. Here's the layout, 688 square meters, and the plot is 900 square meters. A very large plot, that's a really significant point. And the 6-bedroom villas start at 25 million dirhams. They are about 900 square meters, and the plot is about 1150 square meters, so it's really big. Large plots. The villas are stunning with double height ceilings and very high quality finishes. Please pay attention to the renders. Yes, indeed, it's worthy, very worthy. And the prices are really good. If we take Dubai, then the villas like this on the first coastline, it can even go up to 150 million dirhams. Here, dear investors, villas start from 18 million dirhams. Plus, this is a unified concept of the community. It's a gated area. These are natural islands, not artificially created ones, where there's its own ecosystem, where gazelles roam, and there are a lot of mangrove trees, and the developer is creating the project specifically so that you can feel peace. And so we will soon have, the mansions are the closest, let's say, to the open sea, the Persian Gulf, so to speak. Please pay attention. Here we have the mansions, and then it goes straight to the open sea. In terms of prices, it will start at around 40 million dirhams. I can't say anything about the square footage yet, nor about the size of the plots. If anyone is interested, please write to me, and I'll find out specifically for you and send you an offer.
Also, dear investors, it's very important to note how the developer positions this island. These will truly be the real Maldives. Tons of white sand will be brought in, and the water will be cleaned up. It will be super crystal clear and turquoise. You just can't imagine how potentially amazing the Blue Island project is going to be. You need to study this project very carefully. Check out my first video. I'm going to leave a link here now. I also recorded video, and make sure to watch this video closely because this is truly a fantastic investment project. Right now, I can't imagine anywhere you can buy property right by the sea for $300,000. Just imagine. And on top of that, it will be a gated community. I already said in the first video why this is a huge plus. Can you imagine you'll have a card for all the amenities? This island, Blue Island, is a project. I repeat, it is bigger than Palm Jumeirah by 20%. And you'll have a card for all the amenities. Can you imagine if you had a card for Palm Jumeirah, and you could go to all the restaurants? There are over 300 restaurants on Palm Jumeirah, so you would walk around the Palm with just one card. But you can't just walk around Palm Jumeirah like that because many developers have come in there. The advantage of Al Siniya Island is that the developer Sobha Realty has exclusive rights to build on this island, and they will be the only ones here to develop and beautify all the areas. Can you imagine how cool that is? You're entering a huge community bigger than Palm Jumeirah, and everything has a unified style. The developer Sobha is doing a fantastic job of beautifying their areas. They also incorporate a lot of greenery in the construction of the properties. Can you imagine the focus on greenery here is going to be massive. About 60% will be greenery, and on top of that 30% will be water. It's really cool, of course. On top of that, can you imagine the construction of this huge project will be in partnership with the government, meaning 50% ownership is with the developer Sobha and 50% is with the government. This means that your investment is a super safe investment. And the fact that the developer promises to recreate on this island a sort of birch water and white sand, similar to the Maldives, of course, everything will be done as planned.
Now, dear investors, I want to provide you with a comparative analysis of the competitiveness of this project. So, look, we will be comparing the competitiveness specifically with Al Marjan Island because it's the only property nearby. And look, on Al Marjan Island, one-bedroom apartments started at $500,000. Imagine compared to Siniya Island, where they start at $320,000. Two-bedroom apartments are around $750,000 on Al Marjan, while on Siniya Island, two-bedroom apartments cost $430,000. Imagine where we are in comparison with Siniya Island, where one-room apartments cost $320,000. Two-room apartments from about $750,000 started on Al Marjan Island, where, in comparison to Siniya Island, two-room apartments cost $430,000. So, accordingly, as you go up, you can understand that Siniya Island is really interesting from an investment perspective. And now let's imagine how to orient ourselves. Let's take a one-bedroom apartment, buying it for $320,000. Isn't it going to cost $440,000 to get the keys? In 2028, when the huge community is ready and you have property with a sea view right on White Beach overlooking the podium, I think you won't even want to sell it for $420,000 because it's going to be a really great investment. And on top of that, the casino being built on the neighboring island Al Marjan will give a huge boost. Where we compared the real estate, it will be built around 2027, and your property on Siniya Island will be completed in 2028. And accordingly, our project will have a drone taxi and helipad. They will be located right here. And look, here is the property we are buying. Next to it, there are either villas or duplex apartments. It's right next door. And you can easily hop in a taxi and fly either to Dubai or to the casino. Yes, dear investors, this is already the future. We're looking into the future, and think about this investment because it's going to be a really smart and quality investment. The payment plan is very comfortable. The down payment is 20%, but to reserve the property, you only need to pay 2%. I can try to break down those 20% for you over the month. So we pay 2% for the reservation, then we sign the booking form, and within 10 days, we need to pay another 8%. 10% will also need to be paid within a month from the reservation. I'll do my best to make it as comfortable as possible for you. 10% and another 10% be paid within a month from the moment of booking. This is how I will try to make it as comfortable as possible for you. Here, what's very important is the 4% government fee, which is paid immediately upon purchase in Dubai and also right away in Abu Dhabi. This fee is paid when you receive the keys. So if you decide to resell your apartment, let's say in 2 years, your potential buyer will pay that 4% when they receive the keys, especially if they are buying the property while it's still under construction. It's all very simple and very convenient. So if you decide to resell your apartment, let's say in about 2 years, a potential buyer will pay the 4% when they receive the keys, especially if they are buying the property while it's still under construction. It's all very simple and very convenient. It's all very simple and very convenient. Dear investors, I tried to convey this atmosphere to you. If you're interested in this project, which is located on the first coastline, please reach out to me. You'll find my contact details below in the description, and I'll get in touch with you. We'll prepare and book the best apartments or villas for you. Thank you, friends, for watching.